Hi YouTube and hi Wattpadders. So sorry if my voice is a little bit hoarse. I'm kind of under the weather at the moment. I got caught up with the flu. And so if I'm talking a little quietly, sorry about that. Anyways, if you guys don't know who I am Sky is Limit. I have been on Wattpad for around 7 years now. And so I like to, I want to dedicate my YouTube channel to talking about Wattpad and stuff on Wattpad, so just Wattpad based content. And so with that being said, for this video I wanted to give you guys a view of what's in my library, and I wanted to show you the scope of my reading, I guess you could say. I maybe throw in a few suggestions, recommendations. And so with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so as we open up Wattpad, the first things that are going to come up at the bottom are your home screen, your library, where you can edit your works, your notifications, and your profile. You see, I'm scrolling through each one here. Right? And your profile, you have your about, which you can find your works, your reading lists, which are not private. Your library is the only private thing on Wattpad, honestly. And then you have your conversations, where you can see where people post on your message board. Again, you have all your notifications. You also have a news feed where you can see things that people you follow do. Here's where you can edit your stories. I don't use my phone to edit. I do it on the computer. Library, home screen, where you can find like recommendations, suggestions. Alright, here's the library. You see we have 3 library archived in your reading list. Here at the top are 2 stories that are available offline. What Lies Beneath the Fog and Infection. What Lies Beneath the Fog is a great story. It's by someone who I follow on Wattpad. They follow me also. Infection, I couldn't really get into it, not yet at least. The next few stories you see here, some of them I've started, some of them I haven't. I'm in a couple book clubs and awards, so occasionally you'll see those pop up, like the 2 Pretty and Punk or Lost Dreams book club. And then as we scroll through, you'll probably see a bunch of zombie stories. If there's something you guys should know about me, it's the fact that I do enjoy zombie stories. Won't lie to you, I love zombies, zombie anything, my favorite. You can see a zombie roleplay right there, on an account that I have with a couple friends. It's been a little bit inactive the past couple years, but yeah, you see some more zombie stories like The Virus Within, Dog Days, but then you also see some different things like the contest books or another book club. Scrolling down here, you see a couple more zombie stories, and then you see an LGBTQ plus story. Some of these I've read, some of them are still completing, but personally I don't particularly like reading ongoing stories, mainly just because of the fact, if it's ongoing, you're kind of going to have to sit there and wait for the author to update, which is not something that I quite enjoy doing. So personally, I just like reading completed stories altogether because the whole story is there and I don't have to wait. Like, you guys know what I mean. Y'all have had Wattpad. Hopefully some of you guys have had Wattpad. If not, go and get it. Anyways, you see some more. I have some more LGBTQ plus stories. Most of the time, I really like reading like Girl Times Girl. I like the lesbian stories, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They're enjoyable to me. That's just my cup of tea. And then all the way at the bottom, that's where you're gonna find the stories that you haven't necessarily read, or ones that you've read and that have been sitting idle. Those are gonna be all the way at the bottom. So you can see some stories here I haven't yet started, To be honest with you, there are way too many stories in my library. What did it say? 72 stories? That's kind of ridiculous. I never used to have that many stories in my library. I literally used to have like 5, then I would read those, and then I would get like 5 more or something like that. But on this account, I guess this is mainly my like social one, and it's the one that I write on also. So, I'm starting to read more and more on it, but before it was I did not read on this story. Anyways, at the bottom you can see find more stories in categories that are already in your library. It's just like a little suggestion tool that Wattpad has. I'm sorry, clear my throat. So my voice is a little hoarse. And of course at the top are the you can read offline, which is a new feature on Wattpad. And you can see me scroll through to my archive. These are stories that were like top notch that I archived so I could, if I ever wanted to read them again, I could easily find them. Slate, honestly, 10 out of 10 recommend. All Roads Lead Home. As Long as You Love Me. The cover has changed. It's a great story. Honestly, all of these stories in my archive are great, unless if they weren't, then they wouldn't be archived. But it's a great tool in my opinion, because you can add the stories that you want and then easily be able to find them. I remember they used to have a function where you can find things that you were recently in. That was so long ago. Gosh. And then the last tab here is all the reading lists that you have. So not only do you find it on your profile, you also find it in the tab where your library is. Again, here's my archive list and then my library. I still can't believe there are 72 stories in my library. It doesn't even look like 72. It looks like 20 at most. That does not look like 72, right? I'm gonna have to delete some of those because that's kind of ridiculous. Anyways, ooh, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was enjoyable. And let me know if you guys have any questions, whether that be Wattpad based, Sky is Limit based. Call me Sky, by the way. Should have said it in my intro, but call me Sky. I'm always here to talk. On Wattpad, I'm always there to talk also. I'm always on Wattpad. So that's where you can find me. Anyways, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope my voice wasn't too bad. I tried my best to talk quietly, but enough so that you can actually hear me and you don't hear the crack and sizzle of my voice and my throat burning off. Anyways, if you ever get the chance, check me out on Wattpad. That's Sky_is_limit. Anyways, have a great day, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.